Alright, so, this video is on how society hates people who are different. They hate people who are autistic. They hate people with Tourette syndrome. They hate people who are mentally ill. As our American society has been taught to hate them. Taught that these people who are pushed into a corner and poked with a stick and poked with a stick and poked with a stick until they do something to defend themselves. And then when they do something to defend themselves, you pretend like it's acceptable. It's not. Alycia lied outright. So did Natalie. So did Maddie. The results of those lies include Natalie's death. These people gang stalked me, and yes, there are actual crimes. The fact is, the police didn't care who did what to me because of how I was painted, because I didn't have the money to defend myself. I didn't have the money to go to court because people ripped me off, despite the fact that I'm disabled. And there are supposed to be laws in place to protect disabled people from exactly what happened to me. The police took part in doing those things. How stressed out do you get when you have to move? Now imagine having to move 30 times in a year. Think about how stressed you are when you don't get to see your loved ones. Now imagine 2 years of that. Imagine how stressful it is going to court. Now imagine you're doing that by yourself. The lies that they told, I should have been able to defend myself against those lies in a court of law. But everything was done to prevent that, and people want to get pissed off at me for fucking screaming at the top of my goddamn lungs. I want my life to be over. People keep telling me pretty words. I would be sad if you died. Bitch, you ain't doing shit. Lana and Amanda said that too. So did Miss Jerry. So did Jenny. So did Tyler. Obviously they wouldn't. They did exactly the things that make me suicidal. I've been suicidal for a reason. My entire life I have been victimized over the term mentally ill. Had my rights taken away over the term mentally ill. Been lied to repeatedly by officers, by mental health professionals over the term mentally ill. I was promised help getting disability on at least 3 different occasions where they said, hey, if you say that you're mentally ill and dangerous, we'll help you get your disability. I can even tell you which officers were involved. The problem is they don't do their jobs. They don't keep their words. Just like Natalie and Alycia didn't keep their word. Now then there's situations like Shannon Alvarado, who claimed that she would listen. And I was having a real tough time. And every time that she made time to listen to me, I ended up listening to her because she was fucking drunk. Just like Teresa. All of this happened because Natalie and Alycia didn't want to tell the truth. But because they're pretty girls, they must be the victims. Natalie was a victim, but not a victim of mine. I was the one stalked. I have proof, and I have been prevented from showing that fucking proof. The only place I can show it is on Facebook. And when I show it on Facebook, it gets me Facebook banned. That's how terrible the threats are from these people. I have been gang stalked for over 2 years by Natalie Bollinger's friends and family, all of whom are drug addicts. And I do mean all of them. You want to point out the ones that aren't drug addicts? I don't care. I don't. I had to deal with a bunch of crazy fucking lunatics because they're the only people I could get a hold of. Through all of these Facebook bans, through all of this harassment, through all of these threats, through all of this slander. Had my friends and family fucking threatened. But it's okay for them because nobody will take a fucking look. Nobody will help me to force these motherfuckers to take a look. You'd be sad if I fucking died? No, you wouldn't! Because I could have killed myself all these fucking times! And you didn't fucking care! You want to punish me for trying to kill myself? I want to die because of the punishment that I've endured over things I did not do. I didn't stalk Natalie or Alycia or Maddie. I didn't stalk any of their friends. I didn't stalk any of their fucking family. They stalked me. They insulted me. They threatened my friends. They threatened my family. And I'm the one who has to fucking pay for it. Despite the shit that they put me through before Natalie died when she disappeared, I did everything that I could to try to help find her. I asked people to leave her family alone, but her family wouldn't do the same for me. For over 2 years, they haven't asked these people to stop! I am abused daily! I don't get to see my loved ones on any day! I am constantly displaced, one place to another, to another, to another! The money that I needed to defend myself was taken away from me by thieves and by immoral fucking cops! Help me die! Stop punishing me for being suicidal! I'm suicidal because I've been punished non-stop!